Hey friends, it's Sarah from SJ Florals, and today I'm going to share a tutorial with you all on how to create this little shimmery watercolor wreath. First up, let's go through the materials. And for the full list, check out the description, and to follow along with the blog, also check out the description. I'm using the B5 notepad from Archer and Olive, a Helix circle maker, a graphite pencil in a 2B, two round paintbrushes, one's a size 4 and the other one is a mini one. I'm not 100% sure what size it is. And of course the Pearlescent watercolors from Archer and Olive, some water and a palette to put the paints on and mix them together. So let's get into it. First up, I draw a circle with my circle maker, and then I put some water on the pans to activate it. The longer you leave it to sit on there, the better, because it makes it a bit more opaque. And then I put some of the paint onto the palette, as I mentioned before, so that I can use that space to mix the colors together. As you can see, as I'm painting the leaves, I'm mixing a bit of the purple, a bit of the teal, some straight up purple, some straight up teal, just whatever I feel like doing, really. So it's a really fun little painting to do, because you can just have fun with it, and these colors, they work really well together, so it's kind of hard to not make it look pretty. As you can see, I've also gone in with varying amounts of water, so some of the leaves are much more opaque and intense, and some are quite light. I personally enjoy having the variation. I feel like it adds a bit of realism, not even realism, it just adds a bit of interest to the wreath, and it's just fun to look at and to play with the amounts of water and paint when you're doing a piece like this. So it's a great little tutorial for testing out new watercolors as well, because you can see how they play together and if they mix nicely like these two do. Anyhow, so we just keep going all the way around the wreath, and I've got the leaves going all in one direction. This is like a good technique to make sure you don't have any parts that look a bit strange. By that I mean, sometimes I'll have leaves going in all different directions and it can get a bit overwhelming, whereas if you make sure all your leaves are kind of facing in the same direction, it makes it look right, I guess, for lack of a better word. Once I finish this first layer of watercolor, I leave it about 5-10 minutes to make sure all that paint is dry, and now you can see I'm going back in with the gold paint. The reason I leave it to dry is I don't want the gold mixing in with the other colors and mudding about. I want it to be gold outlined leaves on top, but if you want it to mix, feel free to paint it when the other paint isn't quite 100% dry yet, and it should kind of mix a little bit more. But yes, so I did these little gold outline leaves, which are a bit different from how I usually do this wreath. And then at the end I decided, hey, let's add some outlines. I really had no intention of adding outlines when I started this, but once I started painting, I was like, hey, let me grab my gel pen and add some white outlines. It's just a little bit of extra interest and fun to it, and yeah, I'm quite happy with the final result here. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you aren't already, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, leave a comment. Until next time, bye!